That they got, yeah, I know, they got 2 of us. But not timed, so you can at least write it down. Hey, that's a good point. Yes. I could, yeah. If I had struggled with it, maybe that would have been a good option. I also don't know if we lost it and we played it again, would it have been random? You know? I don't know if it's like already preset to where they were, but we did win on first try, so we're good. But yeah, I don't think that was super easy. But we, you know, I guess we'll say we got lucky with some of those flips, but I did have a good idea of where most of them were. The only one was that last turn with the, our witch friend and Gascon. I like the sound of the rain. Ooh, and the thunder. I hope Biscotti still's here so he can hear this. Man, I want to know what's going on with the PlayStation thing. See, I'm only interested because I intend on buying a PS5. I haven't had a PlayStation. I had a PS3 for like a couple of weeks. I didn't really play anything on it. And the last PlayStation I had in my possession that I owned and actually like really messed with was a PS2.
A cemetery,
so I want to like
its ivy-covered wall,
play a PlayStation.
They heard mourners wailing pitifully to a priestess's moving song. The soldiers dutifully lowered their heads. Their minds sought out fallen comrades and kin.
What's up, Katate?
And they wondered whom else the war would yet claim.
Okay. Yeah, if I had the money for PS5, I would get a new graphics card. Hey, that's a good point. That is a good point, Cthulhu. There's just a lot of PS5 exclusives or PlayStation exclusives that I really want to play through. I would love to play through all of the Uncharted games. I would like to play the newest God of War. I want to play, well, I guess this next one I'm going to say is now on PC. Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to play the Last of Us games. I'd like to play the newest Shadow of the Colossus or the remake of Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, it seems like the list goes on and on and on. My style of games, for sure. I dig. I mean, I'm just, you know, I like to check them out. I haven't had a chance to sink my teeth into any of those, and there seems to be a lot of really good exclusives coming down the pipe too that I'd be curious about. But yes, it probably would make more sense for me to get a graphics card. There are also so many games on my own friggin' PC that I would like to play. So, that said, I don't intend on getting it at the release. If I get a PS5, it's probably not going to be like a day one pickup. I probably will wait a little while and maybe let them come out with a second gen that eliminates some of the bugs that most new consoles are always well known for. I'll give them some time to work some kinks out of their production.
Listen,
said Gascon, stirring Meve from her own meditation.
I think I'll
How you doing, Katase? How are you been?
What for? To offer your condolences?
In a manner of speaking. But just go on. I'll rejoin you soon.
Okay. Huh. Wait, so... Listen, said Gascon, stirring me from her meditation. I think I'll veer off for a bit. What should we do, guys? I don't want to be rude and follow him. I wouldn't want to follow him out of suspicion. I would like to follow him out of curiosity. It seems by him clearing his throat and his mannerism that we heard via the incredible voice acting in this game, that there's probably something here that's troubling him. And I'd like to generate more of a rapport with our Sir Gascon, which is not a knight, I just call him that. I don't want to be rude, though. I don't know how he's going to take it. I don't know if this means that I'm like following like in the shadows. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to trust my gut.
Meve nodded in agreement, then made as if to ride on. Yet Gascon had hardly entered the cemetery when the Queen turned and followed.
Oh, damn it.
Gascon quickly realized he was not alone.
Damn it. That's not what I wanted.
Oh, Meve. Had I been plotting to do you no good, I'd not have announced I was sneaking off to do it.
See, that's not what I thought.
What do you mean?
Come now, Meve, don't play the fool. You don't trust me, so you followed. Probably thought I'd commune with Epdahi in some crypt.
This is exactly what I didn't want.
Conclave of mages.
I almost wish I could reload.
Well, rest assured then. For if I truly had something I wanted to conceal, I dare say you'd not have noticed me slip off.
Oh, there it is. I followed you out of concern. I was merely curious what you would do. Surprised I didn't trust you, truly? No. This is what we did. Good. At least it gives... I was getting a little frustrated. Yes. Followed you out of concern.
If I truly suspected something nefarious, I'd have dispatched my scouts, not followed you alone.
There we go.
Which begs the question. Why'd you follow? Why are you here? Why have you come?
Because you've not been yourself. You've been acting strangely.
Oh, see, she does care.
And that gives you the right to spy on me?
I'm not spying. Gascon, drop it, buddy.
Gascon, I've grown used to you bending the rules of decorum, but now you overstep, sir. You overstep.
Oh, will you have me flogged?
Jeez, they cannot speak. They have no report. Just say it. Stop being so prideful, Meve.
Hold your tongue, sir, or I shall indeed.
Oh, gosh.
Splendid. Now tell me why you've come here.
What is she doing?
If you absolutely must know, then follow me.
Gascon led Meve.
That was a
through the ruins
real
of a mausoleum,
poor set of communication between them.
past its
But I like it.
decapitated Statues,
I like it that they don't know how to
past
get along with each
ancient
other.
gravestones effaced, past sarcophagi smashed to pieces.
Sarcophagi, who knew?
Whose is it? Could it be...
Wife? What do we think? What's the guesses? Child, wife, brother, father, dog? Perhaps he is the hound.
Yes, Meve. My family's vault.
Family.
The Brossards.
All of the above.
The Brossards? Wait. The Brossards?
And that makes me a prince. So we can marry.
The very same. Traitors who in 1258 revolted against King Reginald, your late husband. The earth lie lightly upon him. An error, most certainly.
Ooh.
We paid dearly for it. Reginald had no mercy, decimated the family. As you can see, didn't even spare the dead.
Wow.
I was outside, away from the house. It is the only reason I survived. I was 8 at the time, stripped of title and home. Well, I'm sure you can guess the rest.
Wow.
Frankly, do my damnedest not to think on it. But the wall, the cemetery, seeing them awoke all the old demons.
Sad, isn't it?
Crest. I seem to recall a pointer.
A pointer.
The Duke of Dogs. Now I understand. The Brossard's trial I remember well. Reginald was angry. He prodded and pushed. Too far. The sentence was cruel, spiteful. I felt it all, but said nothing. I'm so very, very sorry, Gascon.
Wow. That was
Water under the bridge.
that's a
And the
lot.
past's a thing none of us can change.
Ooh. I can rebuild the tomb? Or true, alas, we join the others. Let's keep spending this money unwisely.
The past, no, but the present? I could rebuild your family.
Watch we end up needing like a certain amount at the end of the
deserve to
game
rest
that I
in
don't
peace.
have because I've just been throwing it away at this point. But we're rich.
Meve, the war nears its end days now and you'll have more urgent expenses.
See?
So I shall pay for this now.
If that happens,
I'm
we're screwed.
grateful, Gascon, and indebted, vastly. Let me do this. Let me pay my debt in part, at least.
I love the music here. I like the chirping of the crickets in the background. Unless that's here. Yep, that's in game. Like the ambience of the moon and the clouds going across, the leaves blowing in the distance. Just like a really good scene. Good feel to it. Oh, yes.
I thank you.
Now I'll kill you!
Gascon remained silent the rest of the day. When the force halted for the night, he sat secluded in his tent. But by the morn, he was his witty, mirthful self again. His family's final resting place would be returned to its former glory.
Nice moment.
This he knew, and it seemed to lift a weight from his mind. He could now reconcile with his family's tragic past.
Ooh, a Gascon Plus. What does it do? I have to know. Oh. If in hand, deck or battlefield, strengthens itself by 2 whenever an enemy ally card is moved. He's gonna ramp up so fast. Was there more? New? Oh, damage all enemies by 1. And boost ally by the amount damage. Damage enemy allies by 1. That could be really good for us, except they're not ever on the battlefield. We strip them from the battlefield as fast as possible. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. I'll be right back. From Renaud the Courageous to Father Danilio, caretaker of the Getterwood Cemetery. Pardon my gnomish, but I don't give a flying rat's arse about the peaceful dead. You'll do as you've been told. Dig up the bastards, chop them to bits, and burn them to arse. And be sure to turn those statues and gravestones to rubber. If you ever refuse me again, I'll make sure you share the same fate as those traitors.
Good mother, grant him eternal peace. Oh, why have they left us? Lilka, why?
Move that candle. To the left. No, higher.
They don't know what they're doing. Hey, look! Now, look, it's the Duke of Dogs sigil himself. The pointer. The pointer dog. Pointer puppy. Pointer breed. Was this right above the area where the dogs were? How interesting! What a suitable art choice they had here. Look at this. It's like they knew. It's like they knew. Okay, so we have a battle over here. We are regular morale. So I think what I'll do is I'll double back. I'll grab this shrine. Glorious. I have to remember that gnome voice. Are you like big into astronomy and astrology, Gail? Well, actually, I should say astronomy, not astrology. Wait, no, astrology, not astronomy. Certainly should both of these days. Yeah, because I had a friend. I was talking to a friend this morning about something that she's going through. And I'm, for whatever reason, turned out to be the only person that she had communed with. This is someone from not from stream or anything like that. And I'm the only one who she felt okay to like reach out to about this specific topic. And the conversation I had with her about her like coming out about the situation, and just talking to someone about it happened my last bartending shift. I'm gonna say Thursday or Friday. I don't know. I could trace it back because I actually had mentioned to Ponty about having an unusual conversation with someone that day. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So she had messaged me about it last night again, and then I talked to her about it briefly this afternoon. I was on the phone with her and stuff, and I was, just talking to her about it, kind of giving her some retrieval and, peace of mind, maybe even some guidance or just my outtake or opinions or, I don't know, advice even. So we both use this app called CoStar, and CoStar, you put in like the day that you're born and the time that you're born. So it's almost like an app that will give you like an accurate star chart, but without doing that, it just gives you like an up-to-date information daily about like what's going on with your horoscope kind of a scenario, but it's like really unusually accurate and kind of strange, but you can also link with other people that way. And then she messaged me a screenshot from it. It said, learn emotional reciproc... I can't even say the word, but wow, I can't say the word. Reciprocity? I never use it. Reciprocating emotions from Ad Astra. Said, you want to develop the courage to feel everything today, which is rare. Find Ad Astra, which she did. They always know when to prod you to be unguarded, and when it's time for you to get your hands dirty. Reciprocity. Reciprocity. Oh, reciprocity. Thank you, Gail. I'm so terrible at words. Well, I don't know. I just thought that was really weird because we had talked today, and she was like, she felt a lot better after the conversation. She was like, oh, I don't really reach out. No one really, I don't feel comfortable talking to people about this. And I did. That conversation that we had went that far where I was trying to get her to stick up for herself, stick up for not that she has to defend herself against anything, but just be okay with her emotions. I don't know. It was really weird. No, I don't think it's a dating thing at all. You can I'm linked with all kind of people in there. It has nothing to do with that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's not what that is. I guess hey, what's up, Liquid? What's going on? Oh, this is your first time seeing someone else on Shake the Box. I'm the other guy. It's me, Liquid. It's me. I'm the other guy. Sometimes you might have seen me in Chris's stream. I talk as this. Hello, just in case, it's me. Yeah, I suspect there's some correlation between random stuff going on in astrology. Most people aren't really savvy to the patterns. Yeah, I mean, I'm a certain level of believer with astronomy. And Liquid, how are you, by the way? It's nice to meet you in some sense. I'm happy to have you here. Thanks for dropping in. We're playing some Thronebreaker now. We're going to play some Among Us in a little while, if you want to stick around. And then we have a movie night after all the streams. And we're doing a giveaway, so you can ! Giveaway in chat if you're a regular. I don't know how often you've been watching Chris's streams. If you're a regular to the channel, you should be able to enter the giveaway as well. He played a game per Chris's recommendation, and I'm kind of disappointed as I beat it without dying on my first play. Is it the one he's been playing most recently? The roguelite, the robot one? Yeah, it's really good though. Oh, it's kind of funny that you beat it that fast. Was it just random happen chance, or that you beat it? What we're talking about is astronomy. Astrology. I keep confusing the two. I don't know why my brain's doing this. We're talking about astrology, like the cards aligned in your favor. Yeah, share apparently connections without being directly connected in obvious ways. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so I just know that when you really break it down. So I have had issues with horoscopes. I've had issues with, things that have to do with astrology in the past that just don't seem to align. Especially when it's just like, oh, I'm a Capricorn, so this means this. They don't always line up. However, when I came down to getting my star chart read, and I look at information when I look at get information from people or books or certain places that I can actually plug in the exact time that I was born, I tend to find that information is so much more accurate. Oh, does it say Among Us right now, or does it say Thronebreaker? Oh God, I was so scared. Hi, Coco, what's going on? Yeah, we're gonna play that on give or take 2-ish hours. And welcome. So right now we're just getting through some Thronebreaker, which is an adventure game based in the Witcher universe. So we play as a Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia, trying to get back her throne. We're at the tail end of the game, and at the moment, we're doing is just trying to besiege our own lands back. And the game resolves its encounters with the game of Gwent, which is a Witcher-based trading card style strategy game. Welcome back, man. Tell us all the things from the PlayStation announcements. Upon noticing Meve's approach, the Nilfgaardian sentry sounded his horn. Before his tune was finished, however, he was silenced by an Illyrian arrow. Oh, damn. The guard, covered in blood, slumped to the ground, lifeless. The battle's first victim had been claimed. So we are playing as the Illyrians and Rivians. The Nilfgaardian army is the army that we are trying to kick back out of our lands. They were invaders. I am not running the giveaway until about 7, just before we switch over to Among Us. So if you still have a chance to get in there, so feel free, exclamation point giveaway if you are not already in. Deathloop. Deathloop is one of the games that PlayStation is talking about. I'm not familiar with that one. All right, so what did it say? Shorten? Oh, I didn't even look. It doesn't even matter. What we'll do is we'll get rid of these. We will get rid of this. No, we don't need this. Sure, we'll go with that. That's a solid drawing. Yes, it's
New orders? No?
I just want to see if there's any special rules. There's no special rules. So this is a normal battle. So this has best out of 3 rounds. Damage an enemy by 2 and charge 1. Whenever an ally appears on a battlefield, gain charge 1. I don't like that. So what we're going to do is we're just probably going to wipe it away. What would I want to bring out into the battlefield as soon as possible? We can kind of do the same thing we did before. I kind of liked what we did where we put the fire down on both rows. I think that was a really solid opener for first turn. I don't see any reason why we won't do that again. It guarantees that we get what we want out on the battlefield. Gonna get rid of this fella. We're going to put 2 flame the bombers on the battlefield.
Watch your head.
We're gonna light both rows on fire.
Catch!
We'll really screw them up right out of the gate. And we will also pitfall trap, break this guy down, move this thing up just to get stacks on Gascon, because every time we move one of our allies, Gascon's power now grows in 2, which is not in my deck right now because I screwed up. I accidentally took him down when I clicked him. Whoops. And we will end our turn. I've been here for 4 to 5 streams in a row, apparently. Nice! Welcome back, then. Coco, thanks for being a regular here. Enjoying the content and coming back and supporting the channel, man. So, Demon Souls look epic, yes. So what is the Deathloop game about? What is that about? Thanks for listening to my tangent before, by the way, guys, about the astrology thing. I just find it really fascinating, and it was really unusual that I got that message and all that came together the way it did. You know, the whole thing was strange. The dog sat in a puddle of drool because of getting crisp, and I haven't given her one yet. That's so cute. Is this the lab? Which dog was this? That's so cute. Never heard of them. Crisps! Oh, they're much better than potato chips for it. You have to try them. Yeah, do I want to put him down or just pop in another trap? Let's like bring somebody else out. It's another good option. Deal 10 damage to them. Let's. Oh, I just got a good idea. Well. Oh no, I can't. I was gonna try to pull a specific person out, but I can't do that freely as often as I want. Well, that would be really convenient. How many cards do I want to waste on these guys? Alright, we're gonna put one more trap down. We'll see what they do, we'll see how they respond to it, and then I'll put a slinger out if they don't pass.
101,
oh,
102,
just give up. Alright, I'm gonna put this slinger out. I'll move them all back. Come on, they please just pass. Just give up. Stop fighting. Thank you. Hey, Lily. So, for those of you who might be new to Gwent, what happens, it's usually a 3-phase or 3-round battle. Some cards will stay out if they have resilience. But essentially what we're doing is we're stacking cards on our front and back rows. Who am I looking for? What am I redrawing? Redrawing Barnabas. Redrawing Ike. Not the best. And if you notice on the right-hand side, there are numbers. I'll just lower my webcam. There are numbers. Each row has a specific number, and then there's a number on the bottom or the top that is associated to the combination of both of your rows together. So their total is 7, my total is 0. And if you win a round with the highest score, that's how you win a round. And then the cards all have numbers on the top left. That is the number that's associated to the score for each row. So what you're trying to do is play cards to mess each other's numbers up and try to win with the highest number. Yes, Falcon has been messed with Falcon because I just realized I don't have Among Us for Mac, so I can't claim my winnings. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I didn't know how that was going to work. Maybe that's why he was having a problem getting it to you. But the nice part is that you can play the game for free, Carrie, on your phone, which I know you have an iOS, so you should have no problem being able to play it there for free, which is terribly convenient. So at least you're not all out of luck. Playing this, I usually will play this early, the Macro Mail, because this will boost someone on either row by 2, but being that I don't have someone on either row, I'm just gonna play this for now.
I smell a leak.
Get some fire down. The fire will tick, so at the end of every turn, There's a 66% chance that everybody on the row will take 2 damage individually. The air looked a lot better, and then smoke rolled in like literal fog. Holy crap! It's amazing now we're surrounded in smoke again. How are you dealing with that? Lily, what are you up to? That's gotta be crazy. Porter, welcome back. Oh, wow. You have smoke and stuff there too, hey? I don't think that I realized it was going up as far as you were, Importer. That's kind of nuts.
You mad? Don't say that.
So are there any other highlights? Did they give you a price for it on the PlayStation? What else did they tell us? I would love to know as much information as possible from that PlayStation information drop.
Yep.
So what happens now, Carrie? Are you gonna forfeit the code? Are you gonna take it and give it to someone else? What did you guys decide? So now I can put my ale out and I can start stacking on both. Do I want to do this? I could put someone back in and take people out. I guess I could put Knickers back in because Knickers is gonna come out on its own if I really wanted to get people out. So I kind of want to get Rayla out. And then with Rayla, I could probably start working on things like traps and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put Knickers. Oh, I can't put Knickers back in. So we'll wait one more turn. We'll get another unit out. I guess I could put one of these guys back, but Knickers will come back on his own. There's no reason for me to relaunch them, so I'd rather put someone like him out to take him back, because at least I can put him out, use his order ability, put him back in. When he comes back in, he'll have his order ability out anyway. Squirrel, hello.
Grabbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Extrovion, hello, welcome in. How are you guys all doing? Air quality forecast is still 10 for tomorrow. What is the scale based on? I don't think that I'm familiar with that too much, Importer. You can claim, you just can't use it. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I'm curious to see if they are claiming it. It's kind of silly that it's not available for Mac. It's super complicated game processing. Well, I know it is weird, especially that it's available. It's not available for Mac, but it is available for iOS. I don't know. That could just be something silly. Pick someone else, or the other option would be just give it to Varanon, Jossie D, or Bob. Yeah, do whatever. I mean, it's at this point, it's yours. So I'm literally only putting him out to put him back. Actually, you know, I'll do the more powerful units. Just getting some damage. I know I don't have the trap out yet, but... And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring him back, and I'll bring out a Rayla. I'll also bring out a trap to start getting that fun going. Or I can put out a marching orders. And then be able to play Rayla and do the thing with Rayla again, but that won't make sense until I get more of the other guys out, so yeah.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
So I'm gonna have to put more of these guys out in order for that to make sense. Because before, when I was putting these bombers back in and out, it really wasn't too beneficial for us. Yeah, me or Falcon, whoever. Yes, I am playing Among Us later. I am. So the plan is, what is about the Among Us game? In about an hour or two, when we transition away from this game, I'll take a small break, and then we're gonna come back with Among Us. I'm also gonna run the giveaway right before the break. Oh, nice. Welcome in. So in our Discord, you could see in the soapbox, essentially what it is, but I can show you here. So if you're regular in the channel, it's open for regulars of the channel at this point because of what it is. But we're giving away a Shake the Box mug made by Jossie D, one of our community members, for our 900 follows. A lot of times we'll do giveaways, we open it to everyone, but this is something that means a lot to the creator and a lot to the channel, so that's why we have it for regulars. Put another trap down. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. She did a really good job on it. Okay. Yeah, she actually, like, when she painted it on, whatever the paint that she used, she was able to, like, bake it in the oven to, like, permanently put the ink on it. So you can actually put it in the dishwasher and everything. Pogger singular. Yeah, and then, yeah, so basically that's how it's gonna go. So it's this for another, like, 2-ish hours, and then I'll take a small break. We'll run the giveaway, I'll take a small break, we'll come back, play Among Us, and then we have movie night tonight. For anyone else who's new. There's some information there. I'll also, at that point, in between the break, I'll make the announcement of what movie wins. But I think we're all pretty sure at this point that Emperor's New Groove is gonna take the lead. So I think what I'll do here, I almost want to, like, play this, bring these guys forward, and then drop Sprays of Spala and just, like, wipe them clean. Or bring these three black back, which would be even better. Which also would mean I could just bring another one of those guys out. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this with her. We're gonna play, oof. We're gonna play the trinket. We're gonna put, who and I can't put any of these guys back. All right, so we're gonna move them first. What? End turn already? Can I not play a card? Oh, I already played a card this turn. If I play this and I play, I don't have anyone to really put back yet. I think we are gonna wait one more turn to play that. I'm kind of stalling a little bit to make sure I optimize my turns. I think that's what happens. Sometimes I push a little too hard with Rayla's abilities and get things out on the battlefield a little bit faster than I need to. Alright, so now I'll go for the ultimate combo. Oh, I'm gonna play her. I'm gonna play the trinket. Lowering the cooldown of this. Then I will play him. And I'm gonna move everything into the back. What? I can't move these guys back? Who can I move? Can I move these guys forward? Uh-oh. Oh, I can't move them around. Uh-oh, I only have 3 people I can move. Well, there's a little bit of a fumble there, but it's not that big of a deal. Well, I'll just move this up then. It's really not that big of a deal. Well, that reassures us, though, that now we don't have to worry about playing Strays of Spala on an entire row, because this will light everything on a row on fire. We don't have to worry about that much. You seen them in person? Yeah, I think they're also just nice that you can put them in a dishwasher and stuff, Gary. A perfect caffeine shovel. I love that. It's real obvious, and I didn't even rig the boat. There's a good amount of people in there. So then I guess we'll bring him back. I have to get, you know what I want to do is I want to get rid of these crushing traps and then have cards with good deploy abilities that I can take out and put back in again. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to alter this deck soon. So, who would I bring? I can play the Trinket again if I wanted to. I'll take 2 more people out. But I don't have anyone else to put back in. So maybe that's not worth it. Well, I'm taking this out. And I'm putting back in. I could put the same thing back in. Play a trinket from your graveyard. Yes, and give it doomed. Yeah, I don't have to. It doesn't mean I have to use the order ability. Because what the trinket does is restore the order ability of my hero. It doesn't mean I have to do it right away. I could just wait another round. So I can play this. I can play the trinket, restore my order ability. And then put this back. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Let's see how that goes. Take this away. I'm gonna put the blacksmith and this out. Now this will restore her order abilities, so she can technically do that again. I can't really move a lot of these guys right now, right? Yeah, I can only move one of their units, so that's not really worth it. Yeah. I can't play another card. Here we go. What is the worst thing I've been falsely accused of? One time I was falsely so I accidentally it was in high school, and I accidentally used counterfeit money at the register, but I didn't know that. It was, I believe it was a $10 bill. He bite the fuck out of string cheese. Yeah, so it came to the point that I almost got arrested because there was a big commotion about it, and I didn't know what happened until I was like sitting at the table. I was already eating. I was like just doing my thing, and I remember the security guards coming around with the lady that worked at the counter, and they started picking people out of their chairs and like bringing them into like the area where the line usually is. So like they weren't letting anyone in or out, and it was just a bunch of us fools like lined up against the wall of the lunchroom, and then she had to like pick out which one of us was the one who used the money. And basically at the end, I was the one obviously who was selected because I was the one who used it. She remembered who I was. And they were not having it. They were not taking any no for an answer. It was no matter what I did, they just assumed that I did it on purpose. Like I was deliberately trying to get one over on someone, and that I had more counterfeit money on me, and that it was like a thing that was happening. And basically the police came. I was sitting in the office. Yeah, for school lunch. I know. That's the part that I still don't understand, is why it was blowing up so out of, like, of all the things that I would use it on, and all the ways for me to like get away with something. Like, why school lunch? It was so bizarre, to the point that I had to see a counselor. Like, they legitimately made me see a counselor for, I don't even remember how long. I'm gonna say it was a couple of visits. At some point, I ended up talking myself into this crazy story to get, so I didn't have to see the counselors anymore to like get me out of the situation. But they almost took me in. I remember the cops came and everything, and we had this big situation that was totally unnecessary. Nothing actually, just like there was never anything on my record about it necessarily. Like, it ended up kind of just squashing itself over time. But they made me see a student counselor for some time and just talk about like random stuff about this counterfeit money thing. But they like wouldn't take no. They wouldn't understand that like maybe by happen chance it ended up in my wallet on accident. Like, why couldn't it have just exactly what happened happen? Like, at some point someone else had it and I was given that. Like, I don't remember where that $10 came from. I don't think I remembered it at the time either. Like, who knows where that money came from? I was also happenstance. I'm sorry. You're right, Squirrel. Sorry. I was working in a restaurant at the time. I think I was bussing tables or something, so it could have been a tip that someone left for us. I don't know how I came across that money, but almost being, I mean, would I've really gotten locked up? I don't know what would have happened had it gotten any worse. I'm gonna just play this card, just to.
I'll relieve you of that pouch.
Can I not target any of these guys? Just to deal 5 damage to anybody, to everybody. And now I can put this guy back in. And bring 2 more people out. Oh no, I don't want to do this yet. Ah, screw. I should have used the order ability first, but actually technically I don't think there's anyone else I could even order around. So we'll bring out a Reynard. And this, I guess?
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Put Reynard back in our hand. We'll move this down. We should have done this, but I don't think there's anyone else. There is 2 people we can move. This thing said I can't pull Gascon back out. Is there anyone else that we want out of here? At this point, maybe just like a Barnabas or something. Oh no, we can pull out 2 cards. We can still get 2 more cards out of this deck. What 2 will we have? A Barnabas. And well, one of these would be fun. The Geiso Footman, because we can pull anybody back out. We'll put a Footman in just to play something else. Then anything else would be better than that. So yeah, you know what? Let's just see what happens. I've never done that before either. We'll play the Geiso Footman. And then we'll pull something else out of the deck just to see what comes out randomly. Whoa, the biggest lie I've gotten away with is Legally Steve. I mean, based on that story, it's just shoe on cheese sticks, nor commit felonies. The biggest lie I've ever gotten away with is that I secretly chew cheese sticks. I really want to know how much the PlayStation is going to be. I'm just really surprised they didn't tell us any information like that. So on with that story that I just was talking about with Gomper, I happened. I don't know what made me do it. I don't know why it came to account, but at that point, I guess I just thought it would be funny to see. Oh, another one of these came out. That's actually kind of perfect for us. Although I don't think there's very many of these things that we can move. Just moving this down, actually moving these around doesn't do anything for us now. So I will wait on 1 more turn, and I will play the trap before I start moving them all around. So I put cheese sticks on sandwiches? He's secretly a counterfeit. No, so I ended up, I remember telling my guidance counselor at some point after like second or third time I was there, I remember I decided to just, for whatever reason, admit that I used that I had the money and I got rid of all of it or something like that. I don't remember. It was such a long time ago. But I basically was trying to convince the counselor that I was secretly using my stash of counterfeit money to buy drugs from drug dealers, so then they can use the money in ways that I used it to get caught for other things because they weren't getting caught for dealing drugs. And that was a crazy conversation. I remember like writing something somewhere or saying something somewhere about myself, like, I'm counterfeit money man, like having like an outfit that went along with it. It was such a bizarre conversation and story. I still couldn't even tell you what happened and why that happened. But I remember it being a ridiculously fun conversation, and the fact that at any point in time someone assumed that I was realistically doing that just made me giggle inside. This is what a nat 20 on persuasion looks like. Oh, for sure. It looking back at it really made no sense. I don't know, of all the things I could have done and said, why that was something that came to my mind. But it did, and it happened, and we moved on from that. But someone out there, somewhere in the world, thinks that at some point I was strategically placing counterfeit money in people's pockets for justice. Do I want to render now? I still can't move a lot of these units. Oh, I can move all three. Schwiggity swag. They're all dead now. I'll render first because I can now pull another card out. I could have used this, but at this point, there's really no reason to move these guys around because I can't even get it. It's gone. The last card I'll pull will be probably a Barnabas for the fun of it. Who knows? We'll wait one more turn and find out. Yeah, that's what it was, because no matter what happened, they wouldn't. They wouldn't believe that I didn't do it on purpose. Like no matter, I kept talking myself into circles over and over and over again, and like they wouldn't believe that I didn't use the money on purpose. Which was just like, why are you doing this? It wasn't even like I had a history of being a bad kid. You know, there wasn't anything else that I had done that would have led up to that point that it was like, no, this kid is definitely trying to get away with something. Like, well, what could I have possibly gained from that? You like, this is start with a stupid option to put people off balance. I guess that's really what it was, though. In the end, Gomper, that's what it was. I was trying to just get this gun, and then that's when it stopped too. I remember like a week or two after that, I didn't have to see them anymore. I didn't have to go to the guidance counselor anymore. They just stopped making me go. We can move him around one more time. We'll get a Barnabas out. Let's for the fun. Let's just see, because this is random. We don't know what Barnabas does when we play him.
Not supposed to be
Draw and play 2 blitz units from your deck. I don't think I have any. Mark a unit, boost it by 10. Play a random bronze unit from each deck. I don't even think I have a random unit. Do I have any blitz units? Human. Anyone say blitz? Machine? No, none of them are blitz units. So I can't even play that. So the only thing would be a random bronze unit or marking something for 3 turns and then destroying it. Let's see what happens. Playing a random bronze unit isn't the worst, though, because...
Got a death wish?
What do they have? Oh, I get to play. What? It plays on my. I thought it would play on their hand. It plays on mine. Deploy, heal an ally, and boosted by the amount healed. Well, this is the only one I can play it on, so. Well, isn't that convenient? I thought they would be playing it. I have to play all my cards now. There's really nothing else I could play here. And we'll just boost this. And then we're gonna pass. Imagine this wasn't the last round and we just screwed.
Wise choice.
By any chance are you playing Among Us with an Importer or Gomper? Are you talking about later today or now? Or I'm whoever wants to play later can play. We're gonna just keep it open and let we're gonna do kind of what Chris did last night and just keep the rooms open and let people drop in and drop out as they want. Oh, what society? Yeah. They were doing what a society ought to given a situation. Offering counseling and support rather than getting you in trouble. Yeah, I'm not. I hope I don't come across as upset by it. It just seemed like excessive. I guess I just got frustrated that they just wouldn't take no. Like, how many times do I have to tell you that I'm not a criminal, man. But I get it. I didn't put up a big fight about it and put up a big stink about it. I actually kind of used it. I think they were pulling me out of classes too, which was kind of a bonus for me. Yeah, exactly. Now people get killed over the $20. In your most honorful Nilfgaardian sirs. Oh. To your most honorful Nilfgaardian sirs. I here do inform you that my neighbor, Raslov, a cheat and liar, has hid many a riches in his most grand collectors. Here be a map for you, highly esteemed sirs, drawn by myself, of course, which shows where he stashes goods. Don't spare Raslov a single lash. He deserves the harshest punishment. It goes without saying, I'm writing this assassination for the noblest of reasons. Still, I do not refuse a reward for turning the bugger in. Interesting. I like to do this. So it's trees in the middle of a looping road. Trees in the middle of a looping... Oh. Oh, this is probably where it is. Oh, it could be here too. We are kind of close to it. So we'll check these areas. This would make... I feel like it might make more sense for it to be a little closer. But I do find that a lot of times the maps are further ahead than behind. But we'll find out. in the most selfish way possible, I'd like to say, fuck that guy. Let's see. Trees by a looping road. Well, we would have already seen it if it was over in one of these two, so it must be on the other side. Further ahead. Well, this really does look like where it might have been, but I guess there were more trees than that, hey? Where are the maps? Was it here? I thought they were in this area. Letters? Maps, there they are. I was like, I thought they were over here. Oh, I forgot about this. We have to look for this still. Well, I think we actually just... Oh, it's by a bridge, too. That's a big hint. So that is the one that's over here. Yeah, that's definitely going to be it. We forgot about that other map. I feel like I just saw that big old rock. Where the heck was it? It wasn't over here. Now I want to find out where that map was. Was it down in this area where we didn't know was an area? I don't think so. We already found the treasure here. No, it's not down here. Oh, don't apologize, Jossie. How are you doing? Welcome in. We will find it. The rock was on the right side of whatever building it's on. Man, it's really dark over here. What did it look like? Oh gosh. Oh, it's not it again. Can I minimize this? Sweet. So it looks like this is set higher than the rock that's set below it. Which is why I kind of thought it was going to be over here. Is there another area back here? So we'll check down here now as well. I don't think this area is set lower. Where is that one? Oh yes, the little Dejin. Thanks, guys. He's been in my dreams a lot the last couple of nights. Yeah, for whatever reason. I mean, I usually have like dreams where I'm like in and out of, but he's been coming up a lot. Not, you know, I guess the first time I dreamed about him was I think like 2 Thursdays, or maybe last Thursday rather. Oh, yeah, it would have made sense last Thursday. I feel like that was the day that I woke up and I felt like, oh yes, it was Thursday. I woke up and that was the first time I remember dreaming about him. I'm sure I did beforehand, but that was the first time that I remember it, like very distinctly. And I woke up from the dream feeling like crazy waves of guilt. And I don't know, it felt like it made me feel like I had like forgotten about him, or like that was the reason why all this stuff happened. I don't know. It was just a really uncomfortable feeling. So when I woke up that morning, only maybe about an hour, I just couldn't get the dream out of my head. It wasn't like anything bad happened. I remember him, and I remember it was almost like I was communicating with him a little bit, but it was just like, I don't know, I just woke up like feeling like crap about the situation. And then I contacted at that point I still hadn't heard anything about his ashes. So I contacted the company, and it went through like all these crazy phone calls. I was on the phone for I don't know how long, for way too long, trying to figure out like what happened, like where he was. Lo and behold, it was literally that day that I guess they dealt with the situation. Because I was supposed to hear from it from like 5 to 7 days. And at that point, this was over a week later that I hadn't heard anything. So I was getting a little panicky. And then I guess that was my own dream's way of saying like, hey, you should probably like get on this and figure out why they're not contacting you. Because they were supposed to contact you. And like, I was trying to get a hold of them a little bit, but with all these places, especially the clinic that I was bringing him to for a lot of the situations that we were having phone issues. I was having a hard time getting a hold of him. Of the place, not of the cat, obviously. And so that day I was like, no, I'm just gonna jump through all the hoops that I have to figure out where Dash is and like what's going on and you know why I haven't heard anything. But it was interesting that they were just, you know, at the end of the phone call, like the last person that I talked to was when we resolved everything, that they said that they were going to end up calling me that day or the following. So I thought that was weird that it was almost like he like came through into my dreams just to tell me, hey, you got to figure this out, dude. Or that it was that time. I don't know. But then it was good because then that feeling of guilt like washed over me. It felt like that was the reason why that dream happened. I'm working on a concept called a death reveal party where you die and your family doesn't tell anyone. And then I get everyone together and blast their ashes over everyone and go right into the reception. Like you walk into the room and there's surprise, but the reverse surprise where like everybody gets there at the same time they let him in. You get blasted with ashes, confetti drops. Oh, I love it. I'm in. Sign me up. I'll be your first victim. they planted a C4 in your stomach and detonated at the party. That is so twisted. Yeah, so not even your ashes, just a full body reveal. Yes. No, we didn't do it yet, dancing. No explosions. We have been playing Thronebreaker for just a few hours, so we'll switch off within the hour, I would say. Maybe an hour, hour and a half, we'll switch off. Your Majesty, a hunter from the shack came to meet us. Said he found an object most odd and mystical while out hunting. Could be a piece of something larger. That we can't be sure. He thought it would prove interest of you, Your Grace. And he's offering to sell it. This is such an odd concept. How could I refuse? Mystical he owns, he claims? How could I refuse? Yeah. Gold. Oh, we're just starting to build a new card now. This is definitely going to be a trinket. Looks like some sort of dragon coming out of something. Hell, it looks really cool, doesn't it? Can I get past this guy? I thought I wasn't going to be able to get past that guy. So nothing else over here. Yeah, I really have no idea where that big old rock is. For that treasure chest.
The Devil's Tower. We draw near, Your Grace.
No sign of Willem yet, far as I can see.
Unsurprising. Prompt he never was.
This is gonna be like a Weekend at Bernie's style. Like they pretend you're still alive. You come in and they're just like puppeteering your body. Oh, it's so silly. If this gives us a place where like we go forward and we can't turn back again, we'll look a little bit further for the treasure chest. They usually will give you the heads up, like, hey, after this point, you won't be able to turn back.
The Queen had chosen to meet Willem at Devil's Tower, and not without purpose. The structure stood on an isle, so no foe could approach without first exposing themselves on a narrow
The whole thing
bridge.
is so silly.
The isle had little vegetation amidst which to conceal a large force. A small unit could evade detection. Altogether, not much to fear.
Dancy, are you planning on playing with us too?
No escorts were your terms,
Began Gascon, with a hint of mischief.
but better safe than sorry, I always say.
What are you suggesting?
Yours truly and 4 chaps behind the walls. Give a signal, any signal, and we'll leap to your side.
Meve struggled with her conscience. There was no honor in Gascon's plan, but prudence, certainly. In the end, she nodded in agreement, though not without compunction.
Why would there be no escorts when
Willem
she's just meeting
arrived
her
soon
son.
after, the heavily armored cavalry he had in tow clearly there to boost his courage. He left them at the foot of the bridge and rode across alone. A stiff wind from the river nearly made off with his ermine fur cloak.
That would have been such an embarrassing moment. What a crappy little kid this guy is.
Willem and the mother who'd borne him stood face to face.
Praise it!
They gazed
Praise
into
the
each
sun!
other's eyes,
We have been
waiting
recounted
to see who would look away first.
with film.
When neither did, Meve broke the silence.
Okay, what do you have to say for yourself, Willem? Let's push this button.
Time flies.
I like
and
his
I've a
armor.
kingdom to liberate. No need to drag this out. What's this about? Tell me.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
I thought my messenger already did.
Ooh, a word hint. A word hint is... it could be a piece of jewelry.